We're really close together right now. Hi guys.
Hey everybody.
We're gonna give you a little recap of our honeymoon adventures because some people wanted to know, so we're gonna break it down.
Where do you want to start?
Well, we started in San Francisco.
San Francisco. Many other cities people should visit. Don't recommend it. If you want to go to Napa Valley, I do recommend it.
Yeah.
I don't know why people visit San Francisco.
It was good for a few days, we just wouldn't go back. Drugs, scary people on the streets.
A lot of people don't know how to use the bathroom properly.
People poop on the street there.
And on the side of buildings.
Okay, Oahu. First Hawaiian
But
stop.
Napa Valley was cool. I do suggest that whether you know wine or you don't know wine, good scenery. You usually take a bus with people at least 30 to 40 years older than you.
We were on the bus with the Golden Girls, and they were really funny because after our first stop, they were super drunk and loud in the van.
So much shade.
No, I wasn't. I was a quiet mouse in the back.
And that's the end of San Francisco.
Oahu.
Pretty awesome. I was expecting it to be a little bit more civilized, like
Civilized.
a bunch of people living everywhere, but it was actually really awesome.
It was really pretty. It was my favorite place. The Backstreet Boys were at our hotel. We went to the pool one day and I was like, I think that's one of the Backstreet Boys. And Corey was like, no, it's not. That guy's not tall enough.
And then they were taking our drinks and they offered me a certain drink and I said, yeah, I want it that way.
Oh my God. They were never together. We just saw them individually and they each had their own personal bodyguards and they wouldn't let people take pictures. You couldn't talk to them, but it was cool to be there with them.
I don't think they're gonna last together much longer.
They've been together for like 50 years.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's liking the new material.
We don't know. We haven't heard it. In Oahu is where I saw my first wildcat and I followed it.
Things I didn't remember. We also did a snorkel extravaganza slash scuba slash not keep your food down. Great time. Had Becca in the water
With
snorkeling.
sharks.
She didn't know there were sharks. I didn't know there were sharks
Yes,
yet.
you did.
She was getting so adventurous that I went and scuba dove with these Navy SEALs and they took me into the deep blue and there was 15 sharks between me and this camera.
Thankfully, we made it back alive. I puked everywhere on the boat with the Navy SEALs. And
Not
then
on the boat.
And then they felt, some of it was on the boat.
Let's
not talk about it anymore. So then they felt bad for me and they're like, oh, do you want to drive the boat? And I was like, no, I really don't want to drive the boat. And then drive the boat. They were acting like I was a little kid. So I ended up driving the boat and I didn't like it. The thing lasted for hours and I was miserable the whole time. Seasickness is not cool. Dramamine, I recommend. Take it the night before.
There's a lot more to Oahu.
Oahu was beautiful. The license plate has a rainbow on it.
Really cool hotel, resort.
The
everything.
best hotel ever.
Can't beat it.
The Four Seasons there is amazing. Espresso machine in your room.
This is not why we find that hotel great. This
I
is
liked
just extra.
this. Water is everywhere. We were so hydrated. I really like being hydrated.
Becca solely grades her hotel stays based upon how accessible water is.
It's important. So we flew to Maui and it was the scariest flight ever because it was a really short one and we stayed low the whole time and it was very turbulent and I wasn't sitting next to Corey and I thought I was dying.
I'm happy I didn't sit next to her.
He ended up sitting next to an old man who drooled on his arm.
I did get drooled on, but I was listening to stuff on my headphones, so I wasn't aware at how turbulent the plane was. I was just like, don't drool on me again, and he did. I just sprinted to the bathroom to wash my arm. I think I would have preferred that than a freaking out Becca who was just coming over a little seasickness.
I have to say when I'm freaking out, I don't do anything externally, so it wouldn't have affected you anyways. I just freak out on the inside. Anyway, Maui. We did a helicopter ride and it was so scary.
For those of you that follow us, I'm not the photo taker. This was Becca, live reenactment of her in the helicopter for 55 minutes.
Frozen. I couldn't move. I was focused on my breath. I was just hoping we were gonna land soon. I didn't take one photo. I didn't take one video. Everything I posted was from him. I was like squeezing my butt cheeks.
I was only scared for fear of what I'm gonna have to deal with if she threw up on the helicopter.
And I don't usually get seasick or airsick or whatever that is, but I was nervous because of the previous snorkel experience. And the pilot, we're in the back seat, he kept looking back asking if we were okay. And we're like, yeah, why do you keep asking? He's like, well, a lot of people puke on these.
There was a scary moment because, you know, if you've never been on a helicopter and you see like 4 different pilots come out, of those 4, there was one pilot where you're like, all right, he's really young. I hope he's not ours. And then he says, Corey and Becca. And I'm like, Oof. I was like, I can't show I'm scared now.
Our
Because
pilot
if
was
I
a
break,
child.
if I break, imagine what's happening over here.
He kept us alive though. We drove around a lot. We did not do the road to Hana that many people do in Maui because the roads there are scary, and I've clearly had too many scary experiences up to that point.
There was one almost massive car accident, you know, driving on roads like that.
And one time, that's when he drugged me to this beach that had a big sign on it when you walk out to it, and it said, "This is the most deadly beach in the whole state of Hawaii. There are many spinal and head injuries at this beach."
They exaggerate.
It was like written at the lifeguard
I'll have
station.
you know, if you see the photos of me in that water, right next to me is like a 7-year-old girl.
Not true. I think the theme so far is that I was scared a lot during this
There's a
trip.
lot more. Skip to San Francisco.
I liked the old trolley. And you can sing Bang 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 when the trolley.
Nobody did that.
I did. The Judy Garland song.
And then the trolley broke.
The trolley did break.
I gotta go with that.
The Jersey couple that we went to dinner with in
Maui. Becca's not a social butterfly. I
Well-
get out there and I'm a man with the people. And I met people from everywhere. We made friends, led to a random dinner with this couple we never met that was also on their honeymoon. And we left never to see them ever again. Don't
and
know
we'll
their
never
names.
see them again. I don't know their names.
I actually have one of their numbers, but I put guy from Jersey. I forgot his name when he gave me his
So
number.
maybe they're watching this. If you guys are watching, hey,
Nice time.
that food was good.
It was good. I forget what it's called.
Monkey Pod.
Monkey Pod.
Corey, he initiates all the conversations, and one night he had us involved with 3 other couples that were all in their 70s, and they really liked us a lot. Like, they wanted to hang out all night, and we had to kind of slip away.
We slunk out.
Yeah.
Just total ding-dong, ditched them. Best food we had was at Mama's.
Mama's Fish House, and I don't even like seafood, and it was amazing.
She ate seafood.
It was so good, and right there on the beach, you have a beautiful view, it's a beautiful day.
Pretty packed place.
You gotta
Pretty
make
packed
reservations
place.
like months in advance.
We did it a month and a half in advance, and we got it on a Thursday at 11:30 a.m.
We flew to LA for the last stop, and we went to this place. We saw the guy from This Is Us.
It's Rocky Balboa's son.
Oh, I don't know about that. Milo Ventimiglia.
Didn't know his name. I recognized him. He has good hair.
But he was on the preview of this movie that kept playing over and over on the flight over there for The Art of Racing in the Rain, and the TVs were messed up on the flight, so they only kept playing previews over and over. So I felt like I knew him when he walked in. I was like, I've been watching your preview for 5 hours.
I actually wouldn't have known he was someone special if she didn't point it out. But from that point on, I kept looking over my shoulder at him. As if like he was wondering, was I somebody? And he didn't know I was about to make my debut right
On the
here.
YouTube.
Look at this, look at the light hitting me.
We can't fail to mention that we have cameras in our house so we can watch our cats when we're gone. And so every day,
Like, that's not weird.
it's not. A few times a day we would be like, what are the cats doing? And we'd be there like on the beach, log into our phones and just watch them.
And all they did was eat.
Also, Corey really wanted to do this video with our sparkle balls right here, so that's why they're there.
Christmas time, in case you're watching this
Christmas
several months from now. I almost wore a Christmas sweater, but
It's too early for the Christmas sweater.
But be ready, if you do watch this before Christmas, just know I got something really good sweater-wise for Christmas.
And he got it at Target because he loves going to Target now.
They did have a good deal.
Is there anything else?
Don't go to San Francisco. Go watch a YouTube tour of Alcatraz. Not that cool.
I thought it was cool because they had Broadway in there, you guys. They have Times Square and Broadway in a federal prison.
When you
That's
come,
no longer
when
a
you
prison.
come this close to stepping into human poop on the sidewalk, it changes you.
Yeah, you don't
And
want to do that.
I envy the person I was before I saw that. Overall, our love has gotten just so much stronger because it's like a circle and it just never ends. It doesn't come to a point. It just keeps going.
It's like this ornament. Okay.
You'll notice this is something that never happens. Oh, good idea. That'll be in the outtakes.
Well, that's it.
But you can inquire about booking me at Becca Lee Backstage DM.
What do you want to be booked for?
Just simple calls, under 2 minutes, you know, get straight to the point.
If you guys want to talk to Corey on the phone for under 2 minutes, then message me and we'll set it up.
Prep the conversation so at least I know it's not, I don't want to be like, hey, good to talk to you.
You
Let's
want all
just
these
do-
people to have your phone number?
We're going to call on your phone.
No, we're not.
Call on your phone. Don't put this on.
It's too late. Okay, we're gonna go now. Bye!
Bye.